If you like slide film, minimalistic landscape photography images and adventures in sand dunes, then this is the video for you. Today's video is from a vlog that I did back in January, where I travelled to the far north of New Zealand for 3 days in my 4-wheel drive with my old Hasselblad 503CW medium format film camera with the intention of making some minimal, fine art landscape photography images. I hope you like film photography and 4-wheel drive overlanding, because this video is a true adventure. I hope you enjoy it. Gonna wear the tyres down. So I found this beautiful leading line just here, and I've got my 150mm lens on, and I've just been taking shots of this with Kodak Portra 160 and Fuji Astia, and I've been shooting it at ISO 100 for both of those films. And I just love the leading line that leans up. It just leads your eye up into the scene, and then on one side of the sand dune you've got a shadow, and then on the other side you've got this beautiful sunset tones bathing down onto the side of the sand dune. It's a very minimal shot, it's what I like, and I'm very pleased. I'll put an image up, and what I'll do is actually I'll show a video of the viewfinder so you can see what I'm looking at, and then I'll put an image up so you can see what the final images were as well. So I've seen some other compositions, so we're going to move off and find some other ones. So I just want to interrupt the video for a second to say thank you for tuning in. I hope you're having a fantastic week, and I really hope you're enjoying the video. If so, please consider hitting the like button. That would be awesome and is a really easy way to support the channel. I've set myself a goal for this year to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. So please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It would be greatly appreciated and would go an extra long way to helping support this channel. So I just found another composition here which is very similar to what I was working with before, and the sun's gone down now, so we're getting some beautiful glow in the sky, which is what I really love, and it's just a kind of curvy composition and I really love it. It's very minimal again. So that was my 150mm lens, and the previous lens was 150mm. I'm now going to put on my 50mm lens and try and get some more kind of wide angle shots. So we'll see what we find. Well, the light just went crazy then. That was pretty special. Lots of really nice twilight tones, curves in the sand, and really looking forward to seeing how these images are going to turn out. I shot 12 shots and I was bracketing, and so again Portra 160 and Fuji Astia 100, which is no longer made by Fujifilm, but Fujifilm, if you are by any chance watching this, please remake this film, because I think a lot of people would appreciate that, because it's got some beautiful tones. So I'm going to get up in the morning and do a bit of sunrise photography, so we'll catch up then and we'll see what the morning brings us. Well, as you can see, I've got a rooftop tent on my car now, and I've only had it on the vehicle a couple of days, and last night was the first time I'd slept in it, and if I'm being honest, it was a little rough, probably because it's the first time I'd slept in it and I'm a little bit remote in this area, and I was, just bedding into the to the rooftop tent. So last night's sleep wasn't that great, and my alarm went off this morning and I didn't even hear it. But luckily, as I woke up, the sun was just rising, so I was able to grab some sunrise shots. But feeling tired this morning and in a bit of a rush, I chose my film camera instead of my video camera. So unfortunately, I don't have any videos of me shooting this morning. This morning I was shooting Kodak Ektachrome E100, just following the same theme as yesterday, just wandering around in the sand dunes, picking out shapes, objects, looking at different toner values between the light and the dark, and just trying to create some compositions that are quite a minimal kind of feel to them, and just kind of show off these sand dunes in this area. So I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did driving around in those sand dunes in my four-wheel drive, because that was a lot of fun. So I want to just quickly touch on what it takes to create a minimal type image. You know, what are the characteristics? Because I think there are a few that you need to fundamentally understand for an image to be, you know, badged, categorized, minimal. And I think everything about the image should be minimal, from the subjects to the composition to the color and the tones in the image. And they should all complement each other. You know, the design of the image should be very simple, and I think it's important that there should be a very clear object, a strong focus within the image. And now that can either be an object like a rock, or it can be a compositional leading line, or it can be both. You know, for example, you can have a rock in the middle of an image and lots of negative space, or you could have a very clear compositional line like a diagonal line or a curve, and then equally lots of negative space. Or it can be both. You can have an object on the horizon, for example, and a compositional line like a curve or an S-curve or a line leading up to that point. The second thing that should be minimal is colour. The image shouldn't have a lot of strong saturation or vibrance, and the colours should complement each other within the highlights and the shadows. One of the most important aspects of a minimal type image is the amount of negative space that you have. You know, the image should have room to breathe. Your eyes should be able to move around the image freely, and the point of focus, the object, should be really obvious with lots of negative space. One tip that I can leave you with for creating minimalistic type images is when you're composing your images through your camera, and once you've set your tripod and you think you're happy with your compositions, go back through your composition and evaluate the image with a view of removing objects or aspects of that image that you do not want in there. And you can do that very simply by scanning the edges and scanning around the objects with the images, and just making fine adjustments to the position of your camera to eliminate those objects from the image completely. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos I've got coming out in the future on film photography, and I hope you have a great week. Bye for now, stay safe, take care, bye bye.